In this podcast episode, Dr. Andy Galpin, a renowned expert in human performance who has worked with elite athletes, military personnel, and high-level executives, breaks down the complex issue of fatigue, sleep, and energy from a scientific perspective, helping us understand why so many people feel tired all the time despite exercising, eating well, and trying to sleep properly. Dr. Galpin begins by emphasizing that fatigue itself is not a pathological condition, but a normal biological signal. Feeling tired at certain points in the day, such as a mild dip in the afternoon or feeling ready for sleep at night, is part of the body's natural rhythm. This normal fatigue signals the body to rest and recover, and it should not be immediately interpreted as a disorder or deficiency. However, he cautions that when fatigue becomes overwhelming, such as feeling exhausted all day, unable to function without excessive caffeine, or experiencing persistent low energy, then it crosses into dysfunction and warrants further investigation. The key is to differentiate between normal tiredness and fatigue that disrupts daily life, so we don't overanalyze or pathologize normal bodily signals unnecessarily. One of the reasons many people feel more fatigued today compared to 20 years ago is the constant barrage of stimuli from technology and modern life. Unlike previous generations, we live in a world filled with smartphones, social media, podcasts, and nonstop digital engagement. This continuous sensory input taxes our nervous system and can contribute to feelings of sluggishness or mental fatigue. Dr. Galpin points out that younger people might tolerate irregular sleep and high stimulation better, but as we age, these factors become more debilitating. He suggests simple strategies like taking short breaks outdoors or engaging in brief physical activity to restore energy. The modern environment demands new resilience strategies that previous generations didn't need to develop. Sleep is the cornerstone of energy and recovery, yet many people underestimate its complexity. Dr. Galpin highlights that a large percentage of sleep disorders go undiagnosed because people often believe they sleep fine without objective testing. Even mild or moderate sleep apnea can severely impact energy levels without obvious symptoms. He shares a striking example of a man whose sleep apnea worsened dramatically at high altitude, increasing his cardiovascular risk without his awareness. This underscores the importance of proper sleep analysis beyond subjective feelings or consumer wearables. Clinical-grade sleep studies, especially those done at home over multiple nights, can reveal hidden issues that significantly affect fatigue and overall health. While many focus on the total number of hours slept, Dr. Galpin stresses that sleep regularity, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, is even more critical for perceived energy levels. Irregular sleep schedules, such as sleeping in on weekends and staying up late, create social jet lag that disrupts circadian rhythms and leads to chronic tiredness. He explains that consistent sleep timing helps the brain develop a reliable pattern recognition system, allowing for faster and more efficient transitions into deep and REM sleep. This regularity builds sleep resilience, enabling people to function well even with slightly fewer hours of sleep, whereas inconsistent schedules cause greater fatigue regardless of total sleep time. Dr. Galpin introduces the concept of sleep resilience, which is the ability to maintain performance and recovery despite irregular schedules or limited sleep. Unlike the popular notion of sleep optimization that focuses on maximizing sleep duration or stages, resilience is about adaptability and flexibility. He describes how the body can adjust sleep architecture, such as increasing deep sleep when sleep is restricted, and conversely, reduce it when more sleep is available. Developing a consistent wind-down routine and behavioral conditioning helps signal the brain to prepare for sleep, even in challenging circumstances like travel or shift work. This approach fosters a robust sleep system that can handle life's unpredictability. Beyond sleep, Dr. Galpin emphasizes the value of blood biomarkers in understanding fatigue and performance. Basic markers like hematocrit, hemoglobin, and ferritin can reveal underlying issues such as sleep apnea or iron deficiency that contribute to low energy. For example, elevated hematocrit and hemoglobin may indicate the body is compensating for oxygen deprivation during sleep. He also points out that many micronutrient deficiencies, including low ferritin, are common yet often overlooked in physically active people. Comprehensive blood testing combined with clinical interpretation can uncover subtle imbalances that affect energy metabolism, recovery, and overall resilience, guiding targeted interventions beyond generic advice. A recurring theme in Dr. Galpin's work is debunking the myth that there is a single best diet, workout, or lifestyle strategy for everyone. He stresses that individual physiology, genetics, goals, and circumstances vary widely, so what works for one person may not work for another. He encourages people to pick a plan that fits their current situation and preferences rather than chasing perfection or following rigid rules. Consistency and adherence trump the perfect protocol. This personalized approach reduces frustration and supports sustainable progress in energy, fitness, and health. Drawing from his experience with elite athletes and high performers, Dr. Galpin highlights mental toughness and grit as key determinants of success. Toughness is not innate, but a learnable skill developed through repeated exposure to discomfort and challenge. He explains that pushing through difficult conversations, setbacks, or physical pain builds neural pathways that strengthen resilience. This mental fortitude enables people to keep showing up and improving despite obstacles. Cultivating toughness is essential not only in sports, but in everyday life and work. Dr. Galpin reiterates the profound benefits of exercise, calling it the most effective drug available for improving energy, metabolic health, brain function, and longevity. He notes that exercise triggers adaptations across multiple systems, including cardiovascular, muscular, endocrine, and immune. He also points out that muscle quality and mass are critical for metabolic health, making strength training especially important as we age. While cardio and general physical activity are valuable, combining them with resistance training provides the best foundation for sustained energy and disease prevention. As we age, Dr. Galpin advises that our training should evolve to maintain resilience and function. Baseline physical activity, simply moving throughout the day, is fundamental. Beyond that, incorporating cardiovascular conditioning and strength training supports heart health, muscle mass, and mobility. He explains that strength training helps preserve power, reaction time, and balance, which are crucial for preventing falls and maintaining independence. Flexibility and mobility often improve naturally through proper movement and lifting through full ranges of motion. This holistic approach supports healthy aging and sustained performance. Looking ahead, Dr. Galpin envisions a future where advanced biomarker testing, continuous monitoring, and AI-driven analysis revolutionize personalized health and performance optimization. He foresees affordable, at-home testing for a wide range of markers, combined with machine learning to interpret data in the context of individual goals and physiology. This integration will enable precise, dynamic adjustments to lifestyle, nutrition, and training, moving beyond one-size-fits-all recommendations. He stresses the importance of establishing personal baselines early in adulthood to track meaningful changes over time and intervene proactively. Finally, Dr. Galpin shares his core philosophy. If you have a body, you are an athlete. Whether your goal is to excel in sports, work, creativity, or simply live well, performance is about maximizing your physical, mental, and emotional capacity. He encourages people to define what performance means to them and pursue it with passion and resilience. He also highlights gratitude as a daily, non-negotiable practice that grounds him and enhances well-being. This mindset, combined with science-based strategies for sleep, nutrition, exercise, and recovery, empowers anyone to feel better, do better, and live more fully.